Good morning from Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass. We're located here at 5109 Liberty Highway, Pendleton, South Carolina. I'm your host today, and my co-host, Mr. Mark Stoudemire, is with me today. So we're back as a team here. Today's Wednesday, May the 14th, 2025. The weather outside is 66 degrees with cloudy skies and thunderstorms possibly after 2 p.m. today. We've been having a lot of rain here lately, and we need more. The high today is supposed to reach 80 degrees with a 50% chance of rain. A cool day in the upstate. Our shout outs go to Jane, Heather, Josh, Carter, Blaine, Hampton, Hudson, Kenzie, Kim, Josh, Blakely, Grant, Sylvia, Heidi, Charlie, Harper, and a longtime friend of mine down in South Florida, Mr. David Hall, and of course, always loving Martin. Here at Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass, we have music lessons all week: fiddle, classical fiddle, mandolin, bass, guitar, banjo, anything with a string. We teach it here at Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass. We have the best instructors in the upstate by far, in my opinion. For more information, call me, Don, 864-376-1482, or you can call Mr. Bell directly at 864-517-0044. He teaches banjo and guitar, and the gentleman next to me, he teaches bass and ukulele, if you're interested in those lessons as well. Okay, if you would like to sponsor our show, just give me a call. There's no charge to be a sponsor, and we'll talk about what you do on the show on Wednesday morning. You can follow us on our social media pages: YouTube, Facebook. If you go to Facebook, it's under Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass, and Instagram under BG Bluegrass. And remember, there's a button if you're watching, that little white thing in there. It says subscribe. Hit that button to subscribe. That helps us out a lot. So make sure you hit that button. We sell hats, shirts, mugs. We also sell instruments: fiddles, mandolins, guitars, bass, banjos, pretty much anything with a string on it. We teach it, and we sell them. If we don't have it in stock here, we'll make sure you get one. Our sponsor today is, again, Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass. We're located at 5109 Liberty Highway, Pendleton, South Carolina. And then we also have Saturday night, we have pickings from 6:30 till closing. And no charge. If you play, you come and sit in a circle and play. Or if you just want to come and listen, just come and grab a chair and listen to the music. We have great music here. Today we're going to introduce, I've introduced him last week, Banjo, our new addition to the store. He lives here at Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass. He's our watch master, or watch guy here at the store. And Banjo is a great bird. I come here 3 times a day and feed him. And I love the little guy. He rides on my shoulder every time I come in here. Here at Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass, we teach all the stringed instruments: banjo, guitar, fiddle, bass, mandolin are welcome. No matter the level of playing or singing, you are welcome.
I mean, banjo might have just been a bad bird right now. Jane was holding something there. What'd he do?
Oh yeah, that fell off the thing. Yeah, you got to keep an eye on him. Banjo likes to get into everything, so I got to watch what he grabs. Okay. Anyway, welcome to the show, and hope we have a good show for our audience today. Mark, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. What you got this morning? He's my best buddy right here.
You and I are going to just talk a while, aren't we?
We'll talk a while. Yeah.
Because you weren't here last week. Last week, if anybody watched, I did sort of a history on the, probably, as I said last week, the most famous banjo instrumental of all, the Foggy Mountain Breakdown. The Deliverance theme may be second now, since it was affiliated with a movie. It seems like to really make bluegrass famous for the whole nation and world, they had to put it in a movie.
Yeah.
Because both of those songs, Foggy Mountain Breakdown, as I said last week, didn't become famous or even that popular after the December 11, 1949 Flatt and Scruggs recording, until Warren Beatty used it in the 1967 film Bonnie and Clyde. And then, of course, there was Deliverance with the dueling banjos,
Yeah.
which was actually written and recorded years ago on two banjos by Arthur Smith on probably a 4-string tenor. Arthur lived and worked up in Charlotte with the Cracker Jacks. And Don Reno, who was another great banjo player from right over here, Buffalo, South Carolina, is I think where he was born, near Spartanburg. He played the 5-string on that. They called it feuding banjos, as I recall, and you can still find that record, or you can go online to YouTube probably and hear that record.
Oh, really?
The two of them, and then Weisberg and Marshall, I think, are the ones who did it bluegrass style with a guitar and the banjo for the movie, and I guess as you'd say, the rest is history. It became probably, I'm going to say, the second most famous banjo piece, and possibly the third is the theme to the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's what brought Bela Fleck to the banjo, and,
Yeah.
and the rest is certainly history
Yeah.
with Bela.
Yeah, I was watching a video yesterday of the Clampetts,
Yeah.
Jed Clampett, and Granny was inside, and there was I think a pig or something on the front porch or something, and Earl Scruggs and Lester Flatt were around the corner of the
they
house
were on it. Okay.
hiding, so they would play a banjo lick, and Granny was inside. Oh, you pig! Quit playing that! Quit playing that! And went on and on. So finally, Jed comes around and says, "Granny, you got to come outside and listen to this bluegrass music. I ain't going out there to listen to that pig." Yeah, blah blah blah. On and on. So Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs come around the corner, and they start playing their favorite song, which was Foggy Mountain Breakdown. I think that
Okay.
was the song. They started picking it outside there, and Granny said, "That don't sound like that pig." So she goes outside. She saw them and started jumping on the front porch.
happy
Lester Flatt, Earl Scruggs, come in the house. And they went in the house and they started dancing, and they played Foggy Mountain Breakdown.
I believe they were on the Beverly Hillbillies about 5 times.
Oh, really?
About 5 different times. I wish I could get every one of those shows. But you can probably find most of them on the YouTube. If you look up Beverly Hillbillies, Flatt and Scruggs, you might find some of those episodes.
Yeah. That was a good-
YouTube is really quite amazing. So anyway,
That was a good program.
that's a little bit about bluegrass, because we did something about bluegrass last week. So Don, it's your show today.
Yeah, my
What do you
show.
want to talk about?
Well, I got something I'd like to talk about here. It's a Page capo. Now, these capos were made by Brian and Lisa Page, and they actually just moved to a town called Otto, North Carolina, not far from here. A little town called Otto, and that's where they make these now. They also make, this is the guitar, they make the banjo ones. I think I still have some of the banjo capos. And this is Clemson orange and purple, which is Clemson color.
I was going to make, they've been in the business for years, because this little black capo that looks about like that, that's a Page capo that I probably had since, I'm guessing, the 1990s.
Really? So they've been
I
building.
couldn't find my orange one this morning.
Yeah, so they've been building them a while.
Yeah, they've been in business a long time, because if you look close, that says Page right there.
Yeah, I'll be darned.
So,
Well, don't lose that banjo one.
oh, it's at the house.
Oh, okay.
You know, things get lost a lot in my house, but I always know they're in the 4 walls of the house somewhere, and usually they'll turn up.
Yeah. And
Trouble is, if I lay it somewhere, 3 minutes later, I don't remember where I put it, because I don't think enough about what I'm doing every minute.
I'd also like to mention a workshop that's done by Mr. Fred Breazeale. He does them about once a month here. Excellent workshop, and Mark and Mr. Ellenberg that did one this past Monday, a workshop here. So if you're interested in these workshops, we do them twice a month, free of charge. We do pass the donation bucket if you got a few bucks to put in a donation. Help
Keep
out with
the
the
lights
utility.
on,
Yeah,
right?
keep the lights on.
So we can use the building.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, this is one of his teaching books that he came up with. He does. Fred does an excellent job, very detailed, and a lot of good music in here.
Well, tell them what that book is. Did you tell them what that book is? Oh, that's the workshop book.
Yeah, yeah. This is a workshop book.
Fred has written
Yeah.
a tab book that's really thicker than that one.
Yeah.
The Banjo of Terry Balcom, and it is a great book. Terry Balcom, you know, was called the Duke of Drive because he was such a hard driving Scruggs banjo player, just a fantastic right hand.
Yeah,
And unfortunately, as we have over the last 3 years, we've lost so many of those great banjo
Yeah.
players.
yeah.
Terry passed away, I think, Gary, last year,
I
in
think we're-
25,
Yeah, yeah.
I believe, or Jim Mills passed away, and he was quite young, and Terry was young, and as young goes, and Bill Emerson, and I think Ben Eldridge has passed away now, and Sonny Osborne, and I'm missing someone. Who am I missing, Gary? Yeah, me too. J.D. Crowe. How could I miss J.D. Crowe?
The guy that had brain surgery.
Eddie Adcock just recently.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
He just, I think, recently passed away. We've lost so many of, you know, what I like to call the first tier, which is Earl and Ralph Stanley and Don Reno and those guys, and maybe JD's either first or maybe second or both, because he was a bit younger than them. But we've lost so many of those guys who followed on now. It's sad.
Yeah, it is.
But that's life, I guess. We live our life, and it comes a time to leave here.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead, I'll shut
They-
up now.
Do they have a banjo heaven and bluegrass music in heaven? I'm sure there's
I
a,
hope so.
yeah, I'm sure there's a section for bluegrass musicians up there.
What is that Tony Rice song? Yeah, what is it? Maybe I'm getting another song mixed up. I better be quiet.
Okay, so Mark's got a little something for us here today. It looks like
I was actually going to close out with that.
Arkansas Traveler is what we're going to close out
I
with.
was going to, if we needed to, I was going to do a little tad of history again. How about, you hadn't talked about that Heading Home Festival for a while. Do you?
Oh, yeah.
You have that flyer on that? It's,
Could I get that flyer, Heading Home Festival? Yeah, we got a flyer that's coming up soon. They put on a really, really good festival. Hope you all can attend. It's I think the second or third annual that they put it on, the Heading Home. By the way, the Heading Home group have been here several times. It's in Hazelhurst, Georgia. The fourth annual, I'm sorry, not the third, but the fourth annual, October 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 2025. So put that on your calendar. It's at the Staggerly Music Park on Vernon Williams Road, Hazelhurst, Georgia. For more information, you can call. Let me find the number here. Okay, there's no number. Ticket information.
it's probably.
Oh, yeah, right here. You can contact Libby for more information. Area code 912-432-5885. And, or you can call her mother, Marina, at 912-713-7899 for more information. Hazelhurst, Georgia, Heading Home Festival coming up pretty soon. So make plans to be there. And they got a great lineup. Heading Home, Little Roy and Lizzie, Carson Peters, the Brothers Five, Willie Wells and the Blue Ridge Mountain Grass, Retro 78, and there's several others on the lineup as well. So make your way over there, Hazelhurst, Georgia, October 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th, 2005.
His producer was, are we not loud enough?
Oh, yeah, I think we're loud enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what's coming up. And
Do you have anything here at the store coming up? scheduled for the rest of the year yet?
I don't have anything yet, but I do have a couple of things coming up. We got, stay tuned because the Sweet Potato Pie Kids will be coming soon. Sweet Potato Pie Kids is a group out of Pickens, South Carolina. They teach bluegrass in the schools up there, from what I understand. And they have a big event once a year over there. And they have there's probably 40 or 50 Sweet Potato Pie Kids in that program, or maybe more. But the ones that are to the top, they have a group that's called Sweet Potato Pie Kids. They're very good. They'll be coming soon, so listen for the upcoming date for the Sweet Potato Pie Kids. It's around the corner, I think. So keep in tune and we'll let you know. Yeah.
Everyone's got you're getting a call.
Yeah, it's spam.
Oh, okay. It's that spam likely fellow that
Yeah.
calls me all the time.
Yeah, that's the same guy that called you. Yeah, it's
Or
spam.
not scam likely is the one that calls me. I had one this morning. I just wondered if it might be interesting to have your listeners out there, as the week goes by, maybe text you with who their favorite professional guys are. Occasionally Don has a professional group, maybe twice a year. I think Little Roy and Lizzie come about every other year now.
Every other
I think
year,
that's
yeah.
what's going on there.
Right.
The Grascals have been here. Heading Home has been here. The Punches family has been here.
Yeah.
You know, some of them high-level professionals, some of them sort of family bands, semi-professional, I
Yeah.
guess you'd call them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We've
So,
got some good musicians here. Good bands.
I
Yeah.
doubt we can get Ricky Skaggs and Kentucky Thunder or Rhonda Vincent and the Rage, but we might get.
I asked
Some of
Rhonda
them.
several times about coming to the stores.
Yeah, you don't
But-
have quite enough seats to
Yeah.
make that happen, do you?
She's very expensive. Of course, she puts on an excellent show. So, actually, she was just probably a mile down the road doing a private concert for these people right down the. She was right down the road and didn't come by.
A week ago?
No, this has been a while back.
while back,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So she does private shows.
Well, why don't you, if y'all would like someone like that, just send Don a text and say who your favorite guys are and maybe,
Yeah,
and girls
yeah,
are.
yeah.
Lots of girls in bluegrass now that do fantastic jobs.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Of course, the Tiger Town Roots have been here. They just did their last show a few weeks ago. The last show with this group. 3 of them are graduating and moving on, so they have to replace those 3, which they have replacements for them. And they were here, and they did a good show. They're top shelf. I'm telling you, Tiger Town Roots. So anyway, that's what's going on here at Breazeale's. Yeah,
okay,
lots
Well,
of stuff.
anything else going on? We still have to start putting that ukulele together. We've been remiss. We
Yeah.
showed y'all a ukulele kit that's in pieces and all the wood's there. So we said maybe we can start doing a part on the show every now and
Yeah,
then.
on the show. Yeah,
Gluing something. I didn't give Don enough notice today and
Yeah.
time to think about doing that.
Yeah.
But we can
yeah, we'll do that, Mark.
maybe do that.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. So
Okay, I've got a song. Would y'all like to hear a song?
yeah, let's hear a song, Mark.
The history of a song, maybe.
Well, you're gonna play some though, right?
I'm going to try to play the song the way I play my thumb style, which is basically flat picking on the 4-string banjo with just a thumb. But I wanted to introduce y'all to a website that I had found a long time ago, and if you're interested in these fiddle tunes, this is a fantastic site. It's called the Fiddler's Companion, and they're moving it over apparently to a www.tunearch.org. I believe that's what they're calling it, is a traditional tune archive. It says the Fiddler's Companion is being converted to a wiki format and is renamed to the Traditional Tune Archive. The new wiki will provide greater utility for searches, data submission, querying, etc., and each and every entry is being re-researched for the latest information. And new entries are being added, so if you have found the Fiddler's Companion useful, please check out the Traditional Tune Archive at www.tunearch.org. This says the Fiddler's Companion has been a popular internet resource since 1996, so it has been around a while. So you really ought to check it out. And they have an alphabetical, let's see if I can find it, Fiddler's Companion alphabetical files. I'm going to go to the AR section. They have a grid, and I'm going to AR, and I'm going to bunches of tunes here. And all of them typically have some information, a little bit about the tune and the chord patterns and what I'm looking. Uh-oh, my alarm went off. My alarm's going
Oh,
off.
Mark's alarm's going off.
I was watching a video of Chris Thiele and Michael Daves, and they were in a concert, and then all of a sudden Chris says, "Oh, our alarm's going off." I thought I would duplicate that. He said, "The alarm's going off. That means it's fiddle tune time." So I thought I would do that and say it's fiddle tune time in Caroline.
Or banjo time in Carolina.
Well, I'm going to play on a banjo,
Yeah.
but we're going to call it fiddle tune time because it's going to be a fiddle tune.
That's right.
I got that from the great John Ward, who used to call the Tennessee Vols football games. He has departed us now. But anyway, as the volunteers would run through the giant T before the game, he would lead into that with some verbiage, and the very last 5 words would be, "It's football time in Tennessee." Well, when he retired, Bob Kessling took over, and Bob Kessling does it as the kickoff occurs.
Oh,
He lets everyone know it's football time
Yeah.
in Tennessee. So that is a famous phrase in Knoxville. So time rhymes with line, so we'll call it
Yeah.
fiddle tune time in Carolina.
in Carolina.
Okay? Just
Yeah.
a little foolishness on my part, I guess. Let's see if I can find this Arkansas Traveler. We got a couple more minutes. Arkansas Traveler, an old-time bluegrass, American, a reel, a country dance from the USA, almost universally known. It's typically, according to this, in D major, though I'm going to play an A. Works better on the banjo. I think fiddles probably play it. It's usually played in D. Oh, bring it here and I'll show it. Thank you. Jane, our producer today, brought this book. This is a book that I wrote. It's really a song book, and it's got professional art, and it's called When It's Football Time in Tennessee, and it's not open, so I can't flip through the pages, but Don's had it here for a long time. If we've got any Tennessee fans, you might be interested. It basically takes the pregame events of a Tennessee football game, from the from the football team marching down and walking down Peyton Manning Pass to the stadium with the pep band playing and all the people lined up cheering, and then the band marches from the music building and they do a little performance at the corner of the stadium at Andy
Yeah.
Holt, and I'm gonna forget the name now. I can't remember my own words, but anyway, it's got beautiful cartoon pictures by. The cover's by Charlie Daniel, who was for years the cartoonist, the main editorial cartoonist of the Knoxville News Sentinel. Most of the other pictures are done by Dan Proctor, who did the large football cartoons every Saturday for the News Sentinel. And then there's 4 of them in by a friend of mine from church who was an artist. So it's got a CD with it, and it's got some Tennessee band music on it, and it's got the song I wrote. As I said, it's a song book. You listen to the CD and flip through the pages to see the pictures that go with the lyrics, and it's about 5 minutes long. So anybody a Tennessee fan, this is here. Don will get you one of these if you need.
And he's got a bunch of them
I
for sale.
got thousands of them still.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm take one to send to my best friend.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
We hate him because he's a Tennessee fan.
He's a Tennessee
I'd
fan?
love to send that to him.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll do
you
that.
take this
Yeah.
one right here.
Let him know we love him, but we hate him.
Okay, fantastic. All
Yeah.
right, where was I? Got about 4 minutes left.
Yeah, yeah.
This tells all about this song, and I'm not going to go through any more of this, but it's got a long write-up on the Arkansas Traveler. So you can read that, and most people, I figure, don't even know that that song had lyrics. So we're going to do the lyrics, Don. Don, you got a copy? I got a copy. Oh, I almost dropped my banjo. Okay. Y'all hear that, I guess? Jane,
Yeah.
can you hear this okay? All right, Don, you want to help me sing it? The first part, we're going to sing it real slow because with the lyrics, it's kind of lends itself to going slow, okay?
Yeah.
It's usually not done slow with a fiddle tune, but we're going to do the lyrics slow so you'll hear all the lyrics. Once upon a time in Arkansas, an old man sat in his little cabin door and fiddled at a tune that he liked to hear, a jolly old tune that he played by ear. It was raining hard, but the fiddler didn't care. He sawed away at the poplar air. Though his reed like a waterfall that didn't seem to bother the old man at all. The traveler was riding day and day and stopped to hear him fiddling away. The cabin was afloat and his feet were wet, but the old man still didn't seem to fret. So the stranger said, now the way seems to me, you'd better bend your roof, said he. But the old man said, as he played it away, I couldn't mend it now, it's a rainy day. The traveler replied, that's all quite true, but this I think is the thing for you to do. Get busy on a day that is fair and bright, then patch the old roof till it's good and tight. But the old man kept on playing at his reel and tapped the ground with his leathery heel. Get along, said he, for you give me a pain. My cabin never leaks when it doesn't rain. All right.
Oh,
The
good
Arkansas
tune.
Traveler. Now let me try to speed it up and play it a little bit with my thumb style, maybe more the way a fiddler might actually get through it.
All right. Yeah.
I always get nervous before I think.
Yeah. Good job,
Got
Mark.
1 minute.
Yeah, it was a good job. I think we're out of time.
We're out of time.
We got about 1 minute. Thank you for watching the show
Talk away
today.
out now.
And we'll be back next week, same time, same station. So tune in to Breazeale's Grocery Bluegrass, and we'll see you next week sometime.